Hello, and welcome to a Saturday edition of Robert versus the New York Times Crossword. By the way, tomorrow I may or may not post a video, not sure. So maybe won't see you until Monday. Anyway, here's your spoiler alert for the Saturday mini. If you would like to play along, pause the video here, click on the link in the description below. The mini is always free to play, and on Saturdays it's extra large at 7x7. So let's do it. Tech, tit for tat, echoed, cherry, herbs, this is cellar and a cliche, louder, oh this is weather, WebMD, drag, zig or zag, malady, la la la. Alright, quick Saturday today. JKL, sure there's a way to spell every letter. It's nice Z on blazers and zag. La la la, that was pretty hard. Anyway, now for the main event. That's the Saturday Daily Grid, which is by Kevin Christian today. Here's your spoiler alert. If you'd like to play along, pause the video here, click on the link in the description below. The Daily Grid does require a New York Times game subscription, and Saturday's the tough themeless, so the day I most often feel like maybe I'm not going to finish. Anyway, let's see what Kevin Christian has in store for us. Let's get into it. US holiday beginning in 2021. It's Juneteenth, right? One standing by a door, maybe a jam. Orenburg's River. Oral, maybe? Not sure. C5 down. Concerned with beauty. Aesthetic spelled like this. Title setting for an Agatha Christie mystery. The Nile, I think. Bleh. Maybe. A Time to Die, question mark. Ari Shapiro. Promoted to correspondent before age 30. This is hot. This is Ipe. Improved as the weather. Nicer. Up for a drive. Teed, maybe? What is this? Bluish gray pet. Maltese cat. Easter, I see. Work is a trade. Something that isn't assumed. Okay. Maybe real name. Jumps out. One of the Claremont colleges. Could be Pomona. Kirimia or Pifero, no idea. Waterfall phenomenon, maybe mist. They form lines for their work. Something that isn't assumed. Yeah, real name looks okay. Walk like an elephant. Plod. Props for some plays. His 2016 debut album, Unseated Thriller. Debut album, huh? Spots. Okay. This is You. Wee hours, high degree. Jump on board, question mark. Ollie, I guess this is a master's, used for freeloading. Mooched off. Forever Young Band. It's Alpha, what's it? I forget. Still not up, say. Sleeping In. Yeah, that's right. Michael Che on SNL. This is Fens, Pete Sources. Alphaville, is that right? This is Flit, Folds, maybe Pleats, and that could be Happened There. Puts one and one together. And Window, maybe just Pane. Horror movie franchise known for both its action and slapstick humor. Has Dines On. Okay, self-driving car company. This is Waymo. Knock Dead, Slay. Weakish Hands, Pairs, maybe. Hope for result. C34 down. Shoe that can't be laced is a croc. See the aim. Sinesses. Ages. Out. Go away. This is definitely Pomona now. Product that may be sold by the yard. Could be sawed. Whizzes. Could be aces maybe. Oh, this could be like Gets Eyes On, maybe? Jumps out. Maybe it's not Gets Eyes On. Okay, heaven forbid. Maybe just God No. More than skim through. This could also be wrong. What a laborer's hand may do over time. Hands may do over time. Disruptive board move. What's the blank? Maybe diff? Black or green grocery items. I heard you the first 5 times. Maybe okay or something. This could be Kino? Warcraft Mini. Orcs? Take something. TV bar with frequent health code violations overlooked by the city's mayor. Torn. Slow growing ornamental. Okay. This is Weds Evil Dead Square Things. Put an S here. Particulars slangily. Maybe Deets. E something? Evil Dead. Okay. Eponym of the world's largest tennis stadium is surely it's Arthur Ashe Stadium. Video game customization. Torn. Still growing ornamental. Forest counterpart. Maybe aft. This is on the fence. Okay. Something rose. Take a knee. Something tavern. Moe's Tavern. Okay, I see. Mod. Desert Rose. Disruptive board move. Ouster? Is there peas? No. Tease. A tone. Okay. Sets eyes on is probably better. Jumps out. Pops. Guess we should put an S here. Post Malone. Okay. Corson. Pour over pros. Obie awards. That kind of props. I see. Okay. What's the use? And a gas. Someone is had a gas. Is that how you use it? All right. This is sort of a classic themeless layout with these big corners, right? Another classic themeless layout is to have like these big grid spanners, which we saw yesterday. This one has no grid spanners, just these big interesting corners. So that's probably what we should look at first. Juneteenth, Ari Shapiro, and Maltese Cat. I feel like that's a corner that New York Times readers would be into. Obie Awards with a nice clue, props, and accolades for some plays. Post Malone and Sets Eyes On. It's funny how wordy this clue is and how terse this one is. Sort of just very vague. Mooched off Alphaville. I actually really like this song. Just took me so long to remember Alphaville. And Sleeping In. And we've got Moe's Tavern, On the Fence, and Desert Rose. Which is just these two. If you look at the letters in them, they're very convenient for ends, for being on the edge. You know, these S's, D's, E's, R's. Easy to end words in those. I guess we should look at a Desert Rose. Yeah, so when I've ever tried to construct a themeless, which has been a couple of times, nothing coming up in the times, I try to make these entries more interesting, or use more interesting letters, but it's difficult. So there's a reason why you get entries like this. Okay, sure. This Sting song. I wonder if that's how it was originally clued. That would be worse for me, I'm pretty sure. Maybe for some people, Sting song named after a slow-growing ornamental would be better for them. It wouldn't really help me at all. Yeah, so apparently it's a crystal cluster formation also. But it's not a slow-growing... Okay. There's a disambiguation page. Several different plants called Desert Rose, actually. It's also a My Little Pony character. I don't know. To me, this reads as a wordless word, but I would say that's the only one that I think is sort of not an overall plus. Anyway, let's look through this thing. Nice clue on jam. Slight misdirect there. Just had no idea about this. This is some real deep instrumental trivia knowledge to know these sort of obscure musical instruments. Yeah, nothing about them to me says musical instruments, so the cross is there. In fact, I never even looked at this one. I saw Obie Awards first. Bleh. Personally, I think bleh in this sense needs a C or even two C's, but I guess you can't do blah here because Nyla is not something. It's just like a golf ball. Yeah, I sniffed this one out pretty quick. A few weeks ago, I couldn't get this clue when it was PhD, but that's sort of on the mind there. We did have a couple of cross references here. The Nile. And then here, Crocs can't be laced. I think that's a bit of a weaker cross reference. You can buy a yard of ale. That's a hard clue. Yeah, shout out to Philly Pham, who is still the benefactor, who is giving me this New York Times game subscription, who works at Waymo. Shout out to you, Philly Pham. Hope you're doing well. Didn't know Evil Dead. 1981 is the first movie, but there's even a 2023 entry into that series. So that was just a random guess. There are black-eyed peas and green peas, but there are no black peas, I guess. Olga Tokarczuk has come up on this channel before, and I remember Googling Olga Tokarczuk. First Polish female prose writer to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. Hard clue on Moe's Tavern. I thought this would be because confession, I haven't watched much It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I thought it might be that. What is the name of the tavern on It's Always Sunny? Or it's a pub or whatever. Patty's Pub. Okay. Vaguely knew that. Patty's Pub would actually fit, right? No. Too short. Yeah, fen is just like a bog. Peat is like... it's a biological fuel, right? It's kind of like coal in a bog. Yeah. Got two rivers next to each other. It's interesting. Like it got nicer, I guess. I guess Pitzer also fits here. Harvey Mudd and Claremont McKenna do not fit. Scripps does not. So if you think about that, at least you need to know this is a P. Yeah. I think this is perhaps a slightly easy Saturday, or maybe I knew a little bit of the trivia here. Yeah, let's call it a slightly easy Saturday by Kevin Christian. And so as a result, 6 minutes is a fast time for me on a Saturday. Anyway, let me close everything down. Hopefully come back with a plus word without any lag. Alright, well, here's your spoiler alert for the plus word. If you'd like to play along, pause the video here, click on the link in the description below. The plus word is like British mini crossword meets Wordle. Quite fun. You can learn something British. You could play a word game. Alright. Streets of floating ice. Flows? Is that right? Purplish color. Maybe lilac? And scorn down there. Friend, amigo. Benefactor, donor. Severe. Stern. This is limit. This is olive. Keen, eager. This is scorn, yeah. Giver and flags, I see. So, froth. All right. Let's, as we always do, just see if there's anything really British here that we could learn. I don't think so. Olive oil. No. Pretty British agnostic puzzle, I'd say. Fairly easy on the PlusWord as well. Anyway, before we go, let's just take a look at the leaderboard for tomorrow, where we have KFS Venta in 49 seconds. Shout out to you, KFS Venta. Hope you're doing well. And on the old secret leaderboard, we've got nobody yet. Hope you're all out there enjoying your Friday evening, or your Saturday, depending on when you're watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I'll see you either today or the day after for either some Sunday or some Monday puzzles. See you then.